It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show. Financial talks with Grant van Zyl, our certified financial planner, and we're talking about medical aids and gap cover and all that kind of important stuff. And we've got Mauritian all the way from Paarl on the line right now. Good morning, Mauritian.
Good morning, how are you?
Very, very well. Thank you so much for your call. What is your question?
My question is, my daughter is 4. When she's about 8 or 9, she will have to see an orthodontist. And I was told that we will need gap cover, and that the gap won't cover all of the expenses of the orthodontist, and it will need cover on top of the gap cover.
Okay.
So,
And this is something I think thank you very much for that call, Mauritian. Probably a lot of parents have to go and, take on this kind of cost.
Yeah.
So
I definitely think, thanks Mauritian for your call. I think basically what one needs to really understand is gap cover is a product that covers you for planned procedures inside the hospital. So when it comes to any cost outside of hospital, so we call those like your day-to-day sort of expenses. Those are sort of expenses that are going to have to come from your medical aid, or you're going to have to try put away a bit of money now to get to that point so you don't have to worry about those expenses when your daughter gets to the age of 9. So you've got quite a bit of time to start preparing yourself for that. But gap covers, I don't think that's going to be the best solution when it comes to the orthodontic work at a later stage.
Yeah. So
I hope that helps.
As part of your big plan, you're covered by the medical aid, or start putting away money now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the benefits that are offered by some medical schemes out there. How do these benefits work, or these rewards, and are they really worth it?
Yeah, I think they're a great incentive. Basically, what the medical aids are trying to do is they're trying to incentivize you to be healthy. Because the healthier you are to them, the less you're going to claim.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is they're really doing a good job at giving you great rewards on a monthly basis to go and get healthy. I mean, at the end of the day, how can we complain about being healthy and being rewarded for being healthy?
Yeah.
So I think it's a great tool in the basket to have from a medical aid perspective. Yeah.
It's mutually beneficial. Lastly,
Yeah.
any final words of advice when it comes to medical aid?
Yeah, so there's 2 things. So the first thing is, if you don't have the bare minimum like a hospital plan in place, try get out there and get something in place. Gap cover, extremely important. And lastly, SMS 5 to 33101 for Cat to win the SAFTAs Awards.
What on earth? That was not part of the planned financial talk, dude. Are you crazy? That's okay. Listen, I think I still have time for one more question, and I do want to ask this. So, we got a question from our producer right now. PMDs. What are those?
PMBs.
PMBs. Yes.
Prescribed minimum benefits.
Yes.
So basically what prescribed minimum benefits are is a list of conditions or accidents that government has put down and saying these are life-threatening situations and medical aids have to cover these sort of conditions in full. However, a lot of medical aids have come, there's a sort of a loophole around it where they're saying we're prepared to cover prescribed minimum benefits in full, but you have to go to a designated service provider. So whenever you've got a prescribed minimum benefit condition or a procedure that you're going for, make sure that your medical aid is happy with it, and if they've got a designated service provider that you need to go to, otherwise there could be a shortfall for your own account.
Absolutely. Those are, I think, part of the logistics you need to organize around. And then what I wanted to ask last week as well is if you are planning to get one of these really, really basic medical aids and then have to put money away every single month to cover those emergency kind of procedures or, visitations to the doctor, what kind of facility at a bank or wherever it is that you're putting the money away is the best kind of facility to put that money away so that it's accessible at the drop of the hat?
So I definitely think you need to look at a very simple structure for that because you're going to need that money at any given time.
Yeah.
The benefit of having the structure within a medical aid is, let's say you only put 100 Rand into the account, they will give you the full 1,200 Rand up front. So if you go to the doctor and you've only put 200 Rand into your bank account for the month and the doctor's bill is $500, then you're short. So that's why when it comes to the medical aids, when they've got these medical savings accounts or facilities, it's normally a better solution. However, you get the savvy guys that don't need that facility and they can actually cover these costs themselves.
Fantastic. Dude, thank you very much. Always appreciate chatting to you.
Absolute pleasure.
And I hope that was very helpful to you at home as well. We'll have another financial talk next week with Grant. Right now, let's head on over to Graham with the news headlines of the morning.